Hello, hello, hello. We are live. Coming at you from Miami Beach, Florida. Signing in for an evening on YouTube. Merry Christmas. It's December. I think we can start saying that. Merry Christmas to you all. Let me know where you're tuning in from. Tonight, I'd like to talk crypto, NFTs, community, Web 3.0, the metaverse, whatever it may be. Let's dive into it. The stream already started, so I gotta edit the title here. It's Thursday night. I also want to let you guys know about the Discord community that we launched last night. If you've been catching some of the YouTube shorts, you would have seen some of these videos about what's going on with the community that is designed to pick up skills, that is designed to learn some of the most relevant skills of today. I'm also going to cover some vocabulary. I'm going to talk some vocabulary as we go through here. I think that is one of the most important things that we could all agree on and talk about and communicate together in order to figure out, in order to see the same things. So I'm going to bring up a few words that I think we could do from learning right now. Tomorrow I'll be presenting in a virtual retreat. I'm going to be sharing some of those slides over there. The title of the presentation is called Welcome to the New Internet. That is what's going on right now. The relationship that we currently have with the digital definitely needs a step up, I would say, in terms of how we're going to start interacting with this digital environment, this metaverse. I'm also going to show you guys inside the Discord that we've set up. Why Discord? Because Discord is where crypto, the Web 3.0 platforms, NFT communities, everything, the future of the internet is being built out inside Discord. Decentralized platforms are being discussed and voted upon. DAOs, decentralized autonomous organizations, basically algorithms which are replacing corporations in a lot of ways. Members of DAOs are rewarded for participation in terms of the predefined rules that are coded into the beginning of the DAO. This is an algorithm which is essentially a corporation. So I'm going to okay, you can see that. We'll get rid of that one. Why am I red? We've got some light, some color changing lights here, so we're having some fun. Right here is the Discord. Guys, if you want to join a community of people who are, I'll get rid of this. If you guys want to join a community of people who are stacking skills, who are picking up skills that are relevant for today's environment, such as viral branding, how to create content and grow a personal brand, a business brand, or an anonymous brand. All of these are available. The Discord link, you can get into the Discord through freedomstackers.com. If you register for the early bird registration there, you will be able to enter the Discord. We're providing the first course, which is viral influence branding, completely free. The first 3 months will be free inside the community. This is going to be a massive project moving forward. I've had various influences and various kind of, I guess, ideas and visions that I've seen evolve throughout the years from, starting with the Live and Invest overseas and the international living communities, people helping people live and retire overseas. We've seen Mind Valley really focus on mindfulness, meditation, spirituality, and put on some really amazing conferences. Now we're seeing Nomad capitalists provide, tax optimization strategies for high net worth individuals. We're seeing George Gammon with Rebel Capitalists do an amazing job talking macro economics, diversified portfolios, and as well as a thriving community. I think Freedom Stackers is going to earn a place amongst those types of visions and communities. We're based in Discord. This is a team collaboration project. This is something that we are working together on. This is changing how we're going to educate ourselves and prepare ourselves for the greatest transfer of wealth that this planet has ever seen. The digitalization of our economy, the quantification of our attention, the reprogramming of the Web 2.0, the current internet, and the software that we use being reprogrammed onto the blockchain in a transparent and immutable way. That is what's happening. The people who are ready and prepared and have the skills to navigate that are going to be leagues ahead of people who are, letting it happen and not paying attention. It's coming. It's already here. It's being embedded under the new applications and the new platforms of the new internet. So this is going to be a collection, a stack of skills that will allow you to navigate this environment effectively and to be able to share your purpose, to have high impact and high income. We're going to start with viral branding and day trading. There'll be various trading courses. We're going to have live streams for both of these. 2 times a week, we're going live inside the Discord, and we're discussing how can you grow a brand using vertical video content that organically spreads across the internet and shares your message, whatever that may be, resonates with people, and connects their story and your story. And that's kind of an amazing thing, because that's what's happening in the Discord. We're getting people from all over the world who are stepping up. They want to learn. They want to learn passive income. They want to work, grow their brands. It's pretty exciting stuff. We've got crypto investing. We're talking cryptos. We're talking NFTs. We're talking DeFi. We're talking network marketing. We're talking ways to monetize the link in our bios. We're talking watch list of coins. I know you guys like some coins. I'd be keeping an eye on these right now. UFO has done amazing. I've done a 5x on that one in the last couple months. I do have an update video pending for the Hex and the Osmosis DeFi plays that I did 2 months ago. I've got an update. They're all right. They've those prices are about 70% from where they were. I believe in them long term, so I'm not going to be selling them. I'm going to be holding them. I think Hex in particular is a very long term investment. Started working with a crypto automation company as well. That's a very interesting world to be looking into in this time, as all of these decentralized finance platforms are forking each other, right? They're copy and pasting and tweaking. They're not only creating banks, but they're creating central banks. We're entering another level right now, and I think we're going to see a lot of DeFi merge with network marketing structures and compensation plans So heads up for that. If those are things that are interesting to you, head through there into the Discord, and we'll be chatting. We'll be hanging out here. We'll be working on building a community that is prepared for the reality of today. So I'm going to bring out you know what I should do? I should put this smaller. You guys ever use OBS Studio? This is a handy one. We're going on digital adventures right now. These lights are meant to be pink, but I'm coming off a bit red. Pink is going to be a color inside Freedom Stackers. You'll see why. Eventually the memes will arrive. Okay. Where we at? Let's go through. I just want to give you guys a glimpse of what I'm going to be presenting tomorrow at a virtual corporate retreat. Just going to confirm that's looking good. Okay, welcome to the new internet. Here we go. I've got your comments up. Sam will talk about aliens today. Define alien. A strange looking creature that flies around on a spaceship through the cosmos. I don't know. Take a breath. All of a sudden, it feels like you're also riding on the planet. Every breath is technically anti-gravity, which makes us anti-gravity creatures, doesn't it? Welcome to the new internet. The rules have changed. This is different. I got my 56K modem with a computer in '93. I did go out and find stuff. Now it all gets delivered to you. I don't need to intro me. This is the premise. What I'll be sharing. This is what I will be talking about. This is what's happening. That the more we become aware of this, the more amazing our future is going to become. As we become aware that the visions and the ideas and the content that we pay attention to is creating our future, the future's going to get we don't know where it's going. We can only observe what's happening, and what's happening is that our attention is creating the future. So what happens when the companies and the brands and the cryptos that get our attention are beginning to program into them real world consequences? So there was a DAO that basically fundraised to buy the Constitution of the United States of America. They raised millions of dollars to do that, but it was the first time that an item had been purchased like that in a decentralized way, because various people who had done quite well in this emerging economy had some money to put down to buy something. When I was in Tulum, I recently gave a chat in the Tulum Crypto Club talking about our attention economy and our digital civilization that's unfolding from our imagination. And the speaker after me was from Regen Tulum. They're working on a Tulum coin so that businesses are able to accept and use this coin in their own processes. And I think it was about 10% of those transactions of the costs goes to creating sustainable actual investments, so that the organized group, and the group is organizing through a DAO, they're given funds to be able to tackle the issues around sewage and water, which are a pretty big problem in the Tulum tourist ecosystem. So what that was is essentially a token, a crypto, that's being programmed to have real world consequences in its usage. So the more people that are aware of that coin, and the more people that are aware that using that coin will benefit the future and can trust and believe that that is going to happen, the more that network will grow, the more the value of stored energy will arrive and be attracted to that network, and more business owners and more regular visitors to Tulum will start interacting and using that coin. This is still very early stages. Who knows what system wins, but we are now in a mass experiment stage. So let's, for now, just understand that our collective attention is creating the future. I'm gonna edit this as well. Okay. I'm going through. If you guys are just joining, I'm saying hello. I want to hang out with the YouTube guys. I want to remind you that I've opened the freedomstackers.com Discord skill stacking community. High impact, high income skills. We opened the early bird. It's free registration for now. It's going to be like 3 months for free. We're just opening the doors. We're providing value. I'm delivering a course that I did called the Authentic Authority Mastermind. It helps people become an authentic authority in their niche by creating content and expanding their presence into the digital. Right? If you noticed, right at the end of that image, zeros and ones. Why zeros and ones? Because computers speak in zeros and ones. You right now are looking at a bunch of colors that have been arranged by zeros and ones. The language of your computer is off and on, off, on, off, on. That's all your computer knows. It does not see color. It tells a pixel to be a color. Bitcoin, it's a series of zeros and ones. And the way it's been integrated, the way the zeros and ones are separated and how they're intertwined between the blocks before and after, they are determining right here, right? A transaction happens, it's broadcast to everyone who owns. Everyone has a copy of this ledger, remember. It's not in one place. It's not in a server inside Amazon, Google, and Facebook. It's on everyone's, everyone who's using the network has this piece of code. Everyone who owns this part of everyone who owns Bitcoin owns the ledger, right? And has the ability to verify and record transactions in the ledger. And when another new series of zeros and ones is added to a block on the blockchain, it uses a algorithm, a hash, a unique number which encapsulates the entire previous block and embeds it in the current block, so that you can't go back and change a previous block, because then that intertwined number in the next block won't align. That's a bit of a oversimplification, but I think one of the things that I'm trying to do as I go through this is help people who have no technical experience understand what's happening. At some point, we have to trust computer science and outsource what we're doing. And if we're investing in this market, it's the same thing. Being able to do due diligence in this is very very difficult, and there's different rules to do it. So Bitcoin is decentralized. I wanted to jump to this because NFTs, we're all talking about NFTs. Why everyone wants to tell you what an NFT is? Why doesn't anyone want to tell you what a JPEG is? So tonight I'm going to tell you what a JPEG is. A JPEG stands for Joint Photographic Experts Group. Did you know that? What's up, guys? Welcome. This is a JPEG. This is your computer using zeros and ones. So the 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, A, B, C, D, E, F. All of those symbols are coded with zeros and ones. So the computer is receiving a series of zeros and ones that paint a picture. That is a JPEG. A series of zeros and ones that have been painted onto your screen. using the programming of pixels. When you're looking at your screen, you're looking at a series of zeros and ones. An NFT is a embedded series of zeros and ones, a unique series of zeros and ones. It's not something that can be copy and pasted and replicated like some of the other blocks on some of the other blockchain and cryptocurrencies. This is an NFT is unique, and it cannot be copy and pasted. You can take an image of it, but it won't be the original series of zeros and ones that is now embedded on a blockchain and therefore intertwined in the blocks before and after the NFT token. So that's a bit of a brute way to understand it, but that is what a JPEG is, and that is what an NFT is. Now what happens, so I'm jumping around a little bit here. So what happens when we go into the metaverse? And let me jump ahead. I do want to jump into what happens when we go into the metaverse. Well, we're not only looking at JPEGs, we're looking at videos. Again, more zeros and ones being programmed onto your screen. So let me go to Decentralized Finance. DeFi is going to take some time. There's already innovation happening. So I'm not sure why it's clicking ahead right here. But I think I've got water on my click pad, that's why. All right. So DeFi is decentralized finance. In DeFi, it's just an area that people are creating platforms that allow you to do a lot of financial investments and moves and plays that you would do with a bank or a hedge fund or even a central bank, even derivatives. And then now it's getting into some interesting things that you can do with liquidity providing. You can do hyper auto compounding. You can do lending, borrowing. They're really getting into the far reaches of finance. And some of these things are straight up Ponzi schemes. Some of these things are money being printed beforehand. There's rug pulls, right? So people will code it and sell the vision, and then they'll take away the liquidity. They'll own access to the wallets and be able to drain them. There's hacking going on. It's a wild world, but there is almost $3 trillion worth of by dollar amount swirling around in crypto right now, looking for yield, right? And so whatever crypto you own right now, you can put it to work. You can put that crypto to work. And that's going to be interesting. The stablecoins appears to be, stablecoins are basically a token which is programmed to be pegged to a stable global currency such as the US dollar or the British pound. So the SEC appears to be going after the stablecoins first, because what's happening is that they're getting to a point where they're able to program stablecoins in a decentralized way. So and they're also doing different types of stablecoins where they're actually backing it with other tokens. So the search for sound money is on. What do we believe together will be something that we'll be able to trade with somebody else in the future? What are we confident that we'll be able to trade with other people to exchange value? That's going to take time. The revolution in the banking industry, in our currency, is choked with bureaucracy. So how will that? I'm not sure why this slide keeps skipping. So it's going to take some time for the financial industry to be rebuilt on these systems, but it is happening. The question is how long. It will take years. So money looking for yield may also choose to look inside a place where there is no friction, where it's already happening, where it's happening right now. And that is NFT gaming. Now, these are video games that are using NFTs to identify the character you play with, the weapons you use, the land that you own in that metaverse. It identifies it with an owner and allows you to stake, to lend, to borrow, right? So we're actually going to start, we're already seeing financial systems, decentralized finance systems in operation inside the sandbox that is video games. This is, do you start seeing how, like, okay, well then we're probably going to see the next decentralized finance system be born from one of these sandboxes. In Colombia right now, there are they actually call it a sandbox, and they've given a couple of the banks, I think they gave 6 banks in Colombia the permission or the rules to start playing with crypto and how they would manage it and start kind of experimenting how it would work. It's gone into their second, they call it a sandbox. So these video games are kind of already sandboxes that have been around for a while, and because they're made of zeros and ones, they're going to be built onto the blockchain. And that means that these video games are going to become serious economic machines. And we're seeing that with let's say Axie Infinity, with crypto mining, a bunch, like everyone, UFO, the token that I did a 5X with. I want to show you guys something that I did over here. Let's go to Katana. So Axie Infinity has its own blockchain, its own kind of chain of zeros and ones. I'm going to get the Ronin wallet. Just making sure you guys can't see that. That's all fine. Okay, so a couple weeks ago, I moved over some AXS onto this change. I sold half of the AXS for WETH, which is wrapped Ethereum. And then I put it in a pool. I got a liquidity token. And then that LP token I put on this farm right here. So what I've got as a reward for putting on this farm, providing liquidity for people who are exchanging, doing market transactions between AXS and WETH, I've got 24.1 RON. Now RON is going to be the token that the Axie Infinity, basically the current Nintendo in online NFT gaming right now, is going to be built on. So they're going to have their entire ecosystem running on the Ronin blockchain. And guess who owns some of the tokens on the Ronin blockchain? This guy. I got 24 of them. How much are they worth? We don't know yet. The RON token hasn't been on the open market. You can't even buy it on the open market. You can only farm it. So to farm it, I had to kind of do this play, and that's called a play in DeFi. I've put my crypto to work. I believe that this game, just like Angry Birds, is becoming a bit of a behemoth in the industry. And they're going to have, there's communities all across the world now that are living off this. You can, for $2,500, you can basically sponsor a team, a guild of people who will play for you. I just met somebody in Denver who owns 30 teams. He's generating $6,000 a month from passive income. Now, will that be forever? I don't know. Maybe a new game comes along and you've got to change your strategy. But there are tremendous opportunities to be had along the way here. So yeah, that's something, isn't it? That's where this stuff is getting really interesting. We're covering some of this in the Discord. If you head over to crypto, we'll go into the DeFi 2.0. We've got another Spartacus play. And Andrew was just posting about another play that he did. exactly how to do it as well. So make sure to check that out. Let's jump back into the new internet. So we talked about DeFi. We talked that DeFi has more friction in the financial world, and that we're probably going to see DeFi be born from the NFT gaming world. Now, what else is happening? Well, on Web 2.0, the web that we're currently using, it's really read-write. We started sharing content. We've started seeing some web applications, right? So we can go to a website and look at a map and get taken. Do various things on various websites. We're starting to get advertising that's customized to us. Wikipedia is really, it's hyperlinked. It's all connected. We can find lots of stuff. We tag, right, to connect. Web 3.0 is going to integrate AI, and it's going to integrate crypto. What does it look like? We haven't made it yet. It's in development. There's a lot of Web 2.0 employees, people who work at Dropbox or Evernote or some of these companies that are hanging behind and moving over to Web 3.0, and they can do that in a DAO, a decentralized autonomous organization. This is where just like the NFTs, there are artists and there are entrepreneurs who are creating a movement, a mission that is founded with certain rules, and it unfolds and rewards participation for people who fulfill those rules and those roles. And guess where they're doing that? On Discord. Are you seeing why we chose to found our community in Discord? If you're just tuning in, last night we launched the early bird opportunity to get 3 months access to Freedom Stackers Discord. We're teaching high income, high impact skills, from crypto to network marketing to trading to branding. We're only just getting warmed up, and we're already kind of cranking here. So this is about building a team and creating allies, people who are also building. This is the greatest transfer of wealth this planet has ever seen. So we need to build right now. There's going to be a lot of lifestyle in this, like how to build time and financial freedom. But right now, this is the time to build. There is a transition happening. There is change happening. And in that chaos is the opportunity to build, to stake your claim on your own digital empire, your own digital metaverse. Now is the time. Do not wait for Facebook to give you his metaverse. Everyone can have their own personal metaverse, and it will be stored inside of a digital wallet. Just like you sign in with Google to everything, you're going to be signing in to Web 3.0 with your wallet. Now, if you're signing into Facebook's wallet, they'll have a smart contract for you to sign to do that. You sign into Sandbox or Decentraland, they're all going to have different contracts to sign in with. I hope we choose the ones that are compensating us fairly for the attention and the time and the energy and the advertising that we're connecting to and allowing to by entering their metaverse. But each one of us can have our own. So let's be mindful of that. Let's understand that Web 3.0 is going to be much more customized on our behavior and engagement. Our searches are going to become more fluid. Right now we Google with tags and keywords. The Web 3.0 is going to understand more, and it'll understand context, and we'll be able to search using much more natural language. But most significantly, we're going to be signing into things using our wallet, and that's going to change the game. Because then really we must become aware of what we're signing into, what we're paying attention to, because some things we pay attention to will waste our time and suck our value. and some things we pay attention to will enrich us and make our community stronger. It'll make our planet, our reality better and more aware. So what are we going to pay attention to? That's up to you. Everyone who's creating content is participating in this. Everyone who's clicked upload is now a network marketer of a perspective of the future. Whatever narrative or whatever story you share online, you're contributing to our collective creation of the future now. The social medias are going to also be connected to your wallet. When you click like, you'll be sending tokens. When you get likes, you'll be receiving tokens. This is already happening in various social media platforms. There's too many to keep track of at this point. The important, or the one to watch is the one that can reach tipping point. Which one of these platforms can reach tipping point? That's the question to ask. Who's going to be ready? Who's going to be able to go in there and start creating content and declare their digital territory, their digital empire in that metaverse? That's the question. That's the skills that we need to be ready for right now, because that's where this is going. Tanya, if you're interested in programming, head on into the Freedom Stackers. We're gonna have a job board. The job board is for today. I just spoke with a data scientist from Belgium. He's built out an application to analyze tweets, to analyze Twitter, in terms of which coins are being mentioned, which ones are trending, which ones are popping. He needs help with sales and marketing. He wants to set up an affiliate program. There's going to be all types of jobs, opportunities coming up. We're going to be posting them in the job board inside the Freedom Stackers Discord. You can get into the Discord for free right now for a limited time at freedomstackers.com. And from there you can jump right on the Discord and introduce yourself to the community. We're all building, and we're all building up each other. So this is going to be exciting, and exactly the time we should be doing it. Patient Wealth, long-time lurker, and love Colombia. I want to support the stream, but also want to support 2-year Hex birthday live streams. Hope to watch your restream because I appreciate you. Nice, man. Thank you. Yeah, I know it's the 2-year birthday stream there. Say hello to the boys. I get to hang out in the Ukraine with Funding Jim, Karim, Mati All In, Stefan from Staker app. The OGs. There's more OGs, but they are certainly part of the OG crew. And what a story. What a community. What a code, right? A piece of code on the 2019 block of the 2019 Ethereum blockchain that you can connect your wallet to and make a smart contract with and make an agreement and say, I'm not going to touch this wealth, this stored energy. I'm going to not sell this price. I'm not going to sell this token. I'm going to hold it. And if I sell it soon, you can penalize me. That's what you'll make it. When you stake Hex, you make a contract with yourself and you tell yourself, I'm not going to touch this money for 1 year, 5 years, 10 years, 15 years. You stake for 10 years, that's you deserve something from the Hex ecosystem. So the Hex ecosystem rewards you with a multiplier bonus. So if you're staking $10,000 for 10 years, all of a sudden you're staking $30,000 for 10 years. That's a massive reward because you're getting inflation, 3.69%. That's split, as well as you get T-shares that are printing Hex daily. Hex is a rabbit hole that I think everyone should go down. The certificate of deposit has a new challenger on the block, and it's Hex. And with the Pulse chain, it's going to be unstoppable. And I think the average stake will shorten, but it'll actually make it possible to do stakes on there. That was another issue with the 2-month stake I did. horrible idea with I thought it was going to keep going, but it was the gas fees to stake and unstake every 2 months makes no sense. If you're using Hex on Ethereum, it should be at least a year, but more like 5. Go 10, or if you're in the quant gang, it's 555 days, the maximum stake. Metaverse. We're already doing it. The VR is just going to be an immersive thing. I think that'll be healthy. We won't be sitting down as much, right? We're going to be standing up and be able to move around and use our body to communicate, use our voice to communicate more. It's going to be more real time. I think there's going to be much more live presence type games and communication, live social media, right? Twitter Spaces, YouTube Live, TikTok Live, Instagram Live. Like we're like, come on, you took that that photo yesterday. That's old news. Give me the new stuff. We want new. So I think we're going to really see live. I think VR goes mainstream when we get a Netscape Navigator or an Internet Explorer that is so user friendly that is really easy to use. I think that's when VR goes next level. When we can be productive, when we can go shopping on Amazon, when we can get work done on Google Drive and not get hot and bothered for having a big headset on. When it gets a comfortable place to create and be productive, and it's already fun to play games in there, but it is a bit of a heavy experience. So it's getting close. It's getting pretty close. Are you going to be ready? Play to earn. We're going to look at video games. We thought video games were just a waste of time. Now it can be like, well, at least play games that make you money. People are retiring. You can play games and make more than a minimum wage job. That's why I think we're partly going through the Great Resignation. This crypto boom is providing a method of monetization, a way for a lot of people who are already playing a lot of games to start making a living for themselves. So this horse is from Zedrun. You can buy your horse. That horse is an NFT, which you can then compete with other horses and race it. A DAO, Decentralized Autonomous Organization. That's what it is. It's a code that is determined, unfolded by interaction, by people who own parts of the code and are able to vote and determine the outcome. They're able to submit proposals to go in for voting, and then those votes, if passed, release tokens to those contractors to make it happen. And that may happen in some type of real world task, or some hardware task, or some software task. So this is the future of corporations and also government. Think about it. So what do we need to pay attention to? Another word to see what's happening right now: game theory. Because all of these DeFi applications, all of the economics of these tokens are being determined by game theory. How do we incentivize everyone to win, right? It deals with strategies for maximizing gains or minimizing losses in a competitive situation, having defined constraints and involving random factors. How do you ensure that everyone wins? How do you get more people winning and less people losing, right? That's what's happening right now. We're experimenting with different ways to do this, to be able to make sure. That's where Hex gets interesting. And that was when I first kind of discovered that, wow, game theory is eyes. It's a perspective that we need to see a lot of these tokens through. We need to understand who is incentivized to do what. Let's understand human intention, human incentivization. How do things happen, and how does value unfold? And each of these tokens and DAOs and cryptos are playing with different ways to do that. So do you see a little bit more now that we've gone through some of these slides, how our collective attention is creating the future? Do you see now, after listening to these words, can you see what's happening a little bit more? I hope my perspective has been helpful. This is a very exciting time. I'm very pumped about where this next chapter is taking us. So, yeah, Paul, the Discord, you can enter through Freedom Stackers to get the early bird roll. Oh, it's retracted. Wait, no, that was not me. Okay, yeah, freedomstackers.com. Click the early bird access. I've extended the countdown clock a little bit because I wanted to make sure everyone on YouTube has a chance to dive in. I'll do an update video. I'll mention it a couple more times, but that link is not going to be there forever to get free access. This is going to be a paid community education community for now. I want to get a lot of people in who have supported me over the years, who have followed my journey, who have connected and resonated with the vision and the purpose that I'm on, because they're on a similar one of their own. I want to connect with you guys. I want to build with you guys. I think you guys kind of know from my content, I wanted to do this thing differently. I wasn't out there to chase attention. I was out there because this is something that I love doing, and I want to bring other people along with me and show them different things that are possible to upgrade our perspective to reality. And now I get to do the same thing in the digital. Our perspective of the digital is limiting us to be able to see these opportunities in the digital, right? So that stuff's exciting for me, being able to reveal like a magician, right? The zeros and ones that are floating underneath the colors that are deceiving our eyes of what actually is. So the more we understand what actually is and how these computers use zeros and ones, and how now the blockchain and cryptos are using zeros and ones to create a beautiful environment, a beautiful unfolding digital civilization that we can now own part of and interact with in a way that can change people's lives. I've been living off my crypto investments the last 2 years. Since the Life of Our chapter stopped, I've been living from this, diving deep into this world. Twitter, Discord, and Telegram is where it's all playing out. And that's why we're based in Discord, because we're getting as close to the source as possible, to the creation of the digital environment that is now tracking. It is now, the digital is now becoming reality. The digital is now not a map of reality. It's not a representation of reality. Through the blockchain, it is becoming reality. As a transaction happens, an event, a piece of data happens, you do something, you say something, you interact, connect. As an event happens and is coded into the blockchain, it has become immutable, uncensorable, decentralized. Are we sure we understand what that means? It means we're going to have to get used to an internet that can't be censored, where everything is transparent, where everything is recorded onto the blockchain, where history is on the blockchain, where blockchain is a accurate representation of the data that it's recording, right? And what data is it recording, and how do we know that it's true? That's where we got to understand what's happening. We've got to ask new questions. We need new words. We need new ways to think. And in the meantime, we need new skills to make sure that we're not going to be a user, or let's say a user in this digital civilization. If we are a creator, then we create ownership. We create things that that we can protect our value from. Over the past 20 years, we've given 100% of our value, of our connection, of our attention on social media, for example, to Facebook. That was we made a contract when we accepted the Facebook terms and conditions 15 years ago that Facebook would be able to use the data and the information however they liked. They could, on the platform, sell us advertisements and take, and be void of liability, or, we agreed to see advertising that they were selling for money. Now, I believe there's new contracts on the table. There's new social networks and new contracts on the table. Are we going to use them? We shall see. Twitter just got a new CEO. Jack Dorsey was really into crypto. This guy's also into crypto. I think they're going to they've already started verifying the profile pictures on Twitter to, for if they're legitimate NFTs or not. That's where all of this is going. Every profile picture is, any self-respecting profile picture is going to be an NFT. And the applications will be able to monitor and check and make sure that that is an authentic NFT and that is not a copy and paste screenshot of the NFT. Right? Our likes, are we going to become real monetization? I'm sure, Facebook and YouTube and TikTok, they're already paying creators. I think in an attempt to keep them on the platform. But what we're going to see is new platforms come up that provide tokenized ecosystems for us to like and engage and create, to consume and create content in a way which is much more collaborative, which gives us the ability to own and monetize our own data. There's various projects where we have all of our data, our ID, in basically a black box that sits on the blockchain in public. But the only person who can access it is the one with the keys, which you can own yourself. And when you sign in to a metaverse, you'll be able to give part of the access, right? Just one part or pieces of that, as we give different permissions to different apps, different parts of an app on our phone. That's where this is moving, where we have a wallet, a safe box of identification and data that we provide access to. And if we provide access, we damn well get paid for it. So it makes no sense now that an intermediary is getting 100% of the value from an advertising company. And with the decentralized ID system, advertisers can connect to people who want to hear from them, because those people have volunteered to allow that advertising network to have their attention. We're in the attention economy. Crypto quantifies attention. That's what's happening. This token, this one right here, this token, that triangle, that's the BAT token, Basic Attention Token. You guys ever use the Brave browser? You just use the Brave browser, you're slowly accumulating BAT tokens. It's a smaller amount, but who's paying BAT? Who are the advertisers? It's smaller, but it's starting. This is where it's going. Why are we using systems that don't pay us when there are systems that do? Well, the network effect. The network effect. The more people that use these things, will eventually hit tipping point, and then it'll become normal. We'll all have raised our collective standards to be able to monetize and interact in a more financially literate way in these environments. So this is what I'm going to leave you with. Choose your own adventure. This is a presentation I'm doing tomorrow at a corporate virtual retreat on Zoom. I guess the company is providing a way for its employees to have a little vacation on Zoom. That sounds like a lot of fun, right? I think I'm gonna give a little fun presentation, going through some of this stuff. These are people who work 9 to 5 and might not be exposed to these different types of seeing and living. So I'm gonna have some fun. I'll leave you guys with this. There are infinite opportunities, infinite possibilities that are unfolding, especially when it comes to doing business, investing, how we're going to interact in this environment, connect, play, work, produce. This is why we need allies. This is why we need a team. This is why we need builders, because this transition is immense. This is bigger than the internet. We've seen how the internet has transformed our society. This will do so even more, because it's not just information. It's information that has been monetized, and it's information that we can own should we have the literacy to do so. So jump in the Discord, head over to freedomstackers.com to get in there. The difference between you choosing an adventure and not is that if you don't, you end up seeing the unknown is the darkness. The things we do not know are dark. We don't know. There is a lack of information there. So when we have no intention, our light shines in all directions, and we see less. We don't see as far as we do if, like on the right, we direct, we focus, we choose our adventure, we choose our intention. That defines what we see, and we can see much farther because we know where our attention will take us. That is the power of choosing your own adventure, choosing your own purpose, going in before you go out, because if you go out without a plan, you will be intended upon, right? And create an intention, or you will be intended upon. That's how this is going to unfold. I hope this has been helpful. Thanks for tuning in on a Thursday night, guys. Let me bring it up. Any questions? Are we good? Oh yeah, Paul. This is community education for very specific skills, but this is all about community. This is Discord is where NFTs, DeFi, everything is being built out on Discord, so that's why we're on there. That's where it's going down. We're not gonna be left behind here. We're going to charge ahead right now. We're going into build mode. This is not a time to just sit back and like pick up a couple cryptos and kind of just wait for the transition. Maybe some people might be able to get away with that, but I want to build, and I think after these 2 years of taking time off, I've realized, what do I actually want to do? How do I want to spend my days? I want to wake up and have a great morning, and I had that. We woke up and we went to the beach and we swam and we walked and went to the gym, and it was a beautiful morning. And you know what else I want to do? I want to work. I want to build with friends. Look at the communities in the Sierra Nevada. How do they spend their time? They build and they work and they collaborate together, and they have quite a fun time doing so. There's a sense of collective effort and shared goals that bind people and bring them into a very fulfilling way of life. So that's what this is going to be about. Come and say hello in Discord. I look forward to seeing you guys there. As I said, I'll be doing some update stuff when I, in more appropriate lighting. So, all right, have a great night, everyone. We'll see ya on the next one.